Good morning, children. And today we'll be starting with the chapter Fraction and Decimals. This is the second chapter that you will be doing. Fractions and decimals. And before going into the chapter, we need to revise what are fractions. And as you have already discussed, I suppose in class 6 that you must have discussed fractions. But let me go through the topic again. Fractions. So children, in your textbook on page number 22, the definition for a fraction is: fraction is a part of the whole. Fraction is a part of the whole. Okay, it is represented by a and a upon b, where a and b are whole numbers and b not equals to 0. So a fraction is represented by children a upon b, where a and b are whole numbers and b is not equals to 0. So children, a and b are whole numbers. So what were whole numbers? Whole numbers used to start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till positive infinity. So whole numbers do not have negative numbers. In whole numbers we don't have -1, -2, -3. In whole numbers we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 is a whole number. 0 is not a natural number, it is an integer, but 0 is not a natural number, it is a whole number, children. And in this condition, in the definition of fraction, fraction is a part of the whole where a and b are whole numbers and b not equals to 0. So this is the definition part, and a little difficult to understand. So I'll explain you with an example. Suppose if you have a square, and what is a square? A square is a two-dimensional figure in which all four sides are equal. So if this is 10 centimeter, then this will be 10 centimeter, this will be 10 centimeter, and this will also be 10 centimeter. So if you have a square and if you divide into four equal parts, okay children, if you divide this square in four equal parts, है ना, and we call this one as A, this one as B, this one as C, and this one as D. And if you want to represent this part of the square, this, or if we can remove the name, we don't need the names, we can just do without the names, it will get confusing. So if I want to represent this part of the square, okay, since we already know this is a square, and this square is divided into four equal parts, and if I want to represent this part only, so these four parts are equal to each other, this is this and these four parts are equal in area. So if I want to represent this part only, how will I represent? It will be, so how many parts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to represent one part of this square, so it will be 1 upon 4. How? 4 is the total number of parts inside this square, and 1 is the part that we are presenting. So 1 upon 4. Here 1 is the numerator and 4 is the children denominator. Okay, and if you want to represent two parts, suppose if I need to represent two parts, this one and this one also, then it will be 2 upon 4. And if I want to represent three parts of this square, then it will be 3 upon 4. And if I represent the all four parts, then what will happen? 4 upon 4 and it will again become 1, because these four parts are made up of one square. Okay children, these four parts comprises are these four equal parts are making one square. Okay, now what is a fraction? Fraction is a part of the whole where a and b are whole numbers and b not equals to 0, and a upon b, a is the numerator here and b is the denominator. Now for example, in your textbook you have 6 upon 11, 7 upon 15, 3 upon 4 are all fractions with 6, 7, 3 respectively as numerators, and 11, 15 and 4 as denominators. And children, this line which separates numerator and denominator is called division line. We call this as division line. So this is a upon b, and this a by b is your this line is called your division line. So fraction, therefore fraction is numerator upon denominator, or it can be also called as number of parts to be taken upon the number of part into which the whole is divided. So from this square we can understand this. In your textbook you have on page number 22, fraction equals to numerator upon denominator equals to number of parts to be taken. So we took one part here, and total number of parts that we have 4. If we take two parts, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, and if we take all four parts, then we simplify it and it will become 1 again. So children, a fraction is a part of the whole. It is represented by a and b, where a and b, a is numerator, b is denominator, and this line is called your division line. And a and b are whole numbers and b is not equals to 0. Why b is not equals to 0? If b will become 0, if b becomes 0, then a upon 0 will also be 0. That is why b is not equals to 0 children. Okay.